So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2024 Genesis G70, and I'm going to take some time to go through the interior of this thing. So starting as I normally do from left to right, over on the left, you got your window switches, you've got your door locks. Right here, you've got your toggle for your rear mirror adjust. Up top, you've got your door latch. You've got two buttons and then a set button for your driver's seating position. You have a Lexicon speaker showing right here, which is sprinkled throughout the cabin. To the right of that, you've got a lighting switch for the dim level of the gauge cluster and the lights. You have a button for the gas cap release, as well as a button for the rear hatch, or rear trunk, I should say, since this is a sedan. Then you have the gauge cluster. So it is split between an old school analog and then kind of 2/3 of the screen, or the gauge cluster, is digital. So this is a full analog type style gauge, and then it's kind of like a square to a semicircle. All basically to the right of my hand is a digital display, and that semicircle is kind of mimicking an analog tack gauge, but the center display can be cycled through multiple pages of information. But starting on this screen right here, where you can cycle through multiple settings. So starting at the top, you have current trip, since refueling, showcasing kind of the miles per gallon you're getting. Since reset, same deal. Digital miles per hour, tire pressures for all four corners, engine temperature, oil temp, torque, turbo. This is kind of like a performance screen. And then you can also adjust other options as well. Next page is kind of just a driver info screen based on where the vehicle is in the lanes. This is a compass, but if you have a destination set, it will also display here. So currently just displaying the compass and saying no route set. And then back to the original screen I was on. Now down low, you can see that I am currently in the sport mode, but I'll showcase how to select the different drive modes. But it will kind of change the little color scheme of the digital display up there as well. So comfort, and you can see red kind of changed that tack up top. Sport Plus turns off traction control, and then custom, which you can adjust to whatever you want. And I'll showcase how to do that when I get to the center console and the navigation display. But I've been sitting in sport. Now, something that will not come through on the camera is when you're in sport, the seats kind of hug you a little bit to kind of keep you in place. So that's a nice, cool feature. Now, everything I was adjusting up on the gauge cluster was adjusted from the steering wheel. So this button right here looks like some documents. It's just different pages you can cycle through. And then if you're on a screen that has multiple pages or multiple pieces of information, you kind of just scroll this up and down, and you can adjust those different pieces of information. You also have different cruise control options, lane assist over on the left, and then on the right is kind of your media buttons. So you have tuner button, volume control, talk, phone, a favorites button, and mode as well. Give you a better look at the steering wheel right here. On the back of the steering wheel, you have paddles for up and down gears. If you want to select your own gears, you have to do it from the steering wheel. There is no alternative option on the center console. So once you select the gear, if you want to get back into just drive, you kind of hold that gear and it'll put you back in just a drive automatic mode. Behind the steering wheel is the engine start stop button, and then you have the navigation display. So normally you boot up the vehicle, it'll be on this screen right here, kind of a screensaver screen showcasing time, date, whatever you're listening to, some silhouette of the city, and then an actual little piece of whatever map you're, wherever location you're actually at. If you swipe it over, this displays all the different kind of app bubbles of the screen. So of the system, you have map, navigation menu, phone projection, voice memo, climate, valet mode, quiet mode, HD radio data, radio, media, setup. And then on the last page, connected services, notification, and user manual. I'm just gonna go into settings to show you kind of what everything you can change. So you got under vehicle, this is where you can kind of adjust the different options in your drive modes and things like that. You can also select what you want in that custom mode that I mentioned. So right now the custom mode is basically super comfort mode, but if you wanted to just kind of have Sport Plus for powertrain and everything else be comfort, you can do that as well. Also, instead of going in there, if you have them on the drive mode and you go to comfort, you can just kind of pop it right here and it'll pop you right here on the screen. You can adjust the heads-up display, which will not come through real great on the camera, but there is one. That's basically everything you got there. Coming down from there, you have your hazard button, and then you have a bunch of different buttons that will kind of pop you in quickly to certain options. So obviously the map button pop you in the maps, nav, radio, media. You get the gist. So it kind of just pops you quickly into there. On the left of that, you have the volume control and the power button. On the right, you have the power or the tuner knob. Coming down from there, you have your HVAC controls. It's a cool touch screen that kind of enables all the different options. So you have heated and ventilated seats, and there's 3 different levels for each of them. So you can see that lit up 3 different little blue dots, and for the heated seats, 3 different blue dots as well, and that's for the driver and the passenger. And the driver has 2 levels of a heated steering wheel as well. And then these are some manual buttons on the left for like defrost and cycling the air inside the vehicle. The temperature is not adjusted on this digital screen. It's adjusted by these knobs right here. Below that, I'm gonna go farther deep in. You have a USB in the center. You have 12-volt smoker's plug, as I say, to the left of that, and this is just kind of illuminated if you have something sitting here. This is a charge pad, so that's kind of like a status light for that. Coming back from there, you have your gear lever. So you have park is a button, but then other than that, you have reverse, neutral, and drive. And like I said, if you're in drive, there's nowhere to manually select your gears from this gear lever. So if you want to do that, you have to do it from the steering wheel on these paddles on the back. Coming back from there, you have the drive mode selector. So this is kind of what I was toggling to get between the different modes. So like I said, there's 5 of them: Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. And this is how you cycle through them, just twisting the knob. To the right of that, you have traction control off, or if you go into Sport Plus, it'll automatically turn it off for you. Parking sensors. Auto hold is for your right foot to give it a brake if you're at in serious traffic. It'll hold the vehicle for you. You have a parking camera button as well, so pushing that gives you different displays around the vehicle. Pushing it again, disappear. Then you have a parking brake latch. To the right of that, you have 2 cup holders, currently holding my gimbal. Your armrest, which reveals nice cubbyhole space. You have a USB-C plug right here. For the space, I've been using Coke cans to describe, but basically 2 Coke cans on its side can fit in here, just laying flat. Moving to the passenger side, got your glove box. Give you a look at the passenger door. Like I said, that Lexicon audio system sprinkled throughout the cabin. Unique red seats. On the side of the seat, you can move it from the driver's seat. You don't have to go reaching, where's the button, if you gotta get a friend in the vehicle or give him some room or something like that if he's in the back seat. Or you can also adjust the back. Give you a look at the rear as well. So that center folds down for some cup holders. The front row gets sunroof, all the controls right here, also sunglass holder. But that is basically the interior of the 2024 Genesis G70. If there is some options, some button that I can go in depth enough on for you and you have some additional questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below and I will find you an answer. Thanks for watching.